Okay, so this is a standing variation of the last relaxing yoga session that we had. Since it is being done while standing, it is relatively harder, but not too much, because again, the most important thing is focusing on relaxation and trying to prepare ourselves for the day, or maybe wind down after a very busy day. So just learning how to relax. So in this pause, I'm just going to be breathing in and out like we did in the previous session where we were doing chest to belly breathing. So breathing in from the chest first all the way to the belly, and then breathing out by pushing the air away from the belly. Just as we said last time, it's best to make a almost quiet sound just so that you engage your abdominals. So a sound like or ah when you're breathing out. It just helps start exhaling from the belly, which is what we want. So here, if you're feeling any tightness, any tension in any part of your body, this is a good time to try and relax it. It might look like you're not doing anything, but it's only when you actually start doing this that you realize that you can actually make the shoulders a bit less tense. You can release the fingers. You can try and release the tension from your toes as well. So just take this moment to just breathe in deeply, in and out, and trying to release the tension from anywhere in your body, even in your mind. You can also try picturing your favorite color, just holding that image in your mind as you let the breath fill your lungs and force it out, or breathe it out, and relax every other part of your body. So right about here, I thought I'd add in some bit of help when it comes to relaxing. So when you inhale, clench all the muscles that you can, your forearms, your palms, your biceps, your thighs. And as you breathe out, release all of them. Release all of them as you breathe out. Then as you breathe in again, clench every muscle that you can. Feel how it feels like when they are clenched. And then as you breathe out, release. Here and breathe out. Okay, so we're gonna come to the shoulders now, just like we did in the previous class. So as you take them up, you breathe in, and as they go backwards and down, you breathe out. So breathe in as you take them up close to your ears, and then breathe out. As you relax them, take note from the previous a few seconds ago when you were clenching everything and then releasing. So that should help give you an idea of how your shoulders should feel when they are relaxed after you've breathed out and just before you begin to rotate them again in the next breath cycle. So again, breathing it in nice and slow, and then breathing it out. Keep going. Okay, one more rotation here, and breathe out. Alright, let's come back to our original position where we were standing and just breathing in. So clench all your muscles as you breathe in, and then relax. Just reuniting ourselves with our breath. Okay, so just like yesterday, we're going to lift up the right arm on the inhale, then lower it down on the exhale, and then the same thing with the left. So take a nice deep breath in and out. And right arm, take it up as you breathe in and out. Left arm, so imagine it moving on its ball and socket joint, so the shoulder joint, and then take it down. Let's do a few more. Okay, so for this next one, we're gonna hold it all the way up there, and then we're gonna be here for 5 deep breaths. If you want to do 7 for my 5, that's okay, or you can do your 5 and then when your arm feels tired, you can come back down. So just 5 deep breaths in this position. Alright, last inhale, and then on the exhale, bring down your arm. Just before we transition into the resting pose, let's do the same thing for the left. So lifting it up and holding it up there for 5 deep breaths. Alright, last inhale here, and on the exhale, bring down your arm. Alright, so we're back to the starting position, just trying to reunite ourselves with the breathing. If you feel any part of you is tense or clenched up, use this time to breathe and unclench. Alright, let's move on to the next one. So right arm goes up all the way, and then you lean over to the left on your exhale. Then breathe in as you come up, taking your time, and then breathing out on your way down. So it's not too important how low you're able to go. What's most important is that you're able to keep your breath and your movement aligned. Alright, for this final one, let's lean over to the side and hold it. We're gonna hold it here for 5 breaths, or hold it for as long as you can, even if it's just 3 breaths, and then going back up. You can turn your head and look at the floor in case you're getting any bit of tension in your neck. But remember to keep breathing in and out, nice and slow. Okay, last breath in this position. Come up on the inhale and then breathe out as your arm comes down. So take about 2 deep breaths in this position, just trying to reunite ourselves with our breathing. And then pick up the left arm and lean over to the right. So doing it with our breathing. So breathe in as you come up and then breathe out as you go down. There you go. And breathe in on the way up and breathe out all the way down. Okay, for this next one, we're gonna hold it in this position here for 5 deep breaths, or as many as you can before you get tired. So if you're only able to do 2, that's okay. You can reset back into our starting position and wait for me over there. But otherwise, 5 deep breaths in this position. Okay, last exhale. Come up on the inhale and then breathe out as your arm goes down. Let's come back to our starting position, just trying to reunite ourselves with our breathing. Clenching on the inhale and then releasing on the exhale. You can wriggle your toes or your fingers just to unclench anything that still feels a bit tight before we move on to the next thing. Okay, so as you guessed, we are done with the upper body. So we're not going to come to the lower body, and we're going to focus on one leg at a time, or rather one ankle at a time. So the idea is to just really lift it and then putting it back down. So on the inhale, you lift, and then on the exhale, you bring it back down. Then same for the other leg, and down. So just trying to really take away the tension away from the ankles. They've been carrying our weight these last 21 minutes. So just trying to release that tension and reuniting that, of course, with our breathing. Okay, so now we're gonna change gears a little bit, still focusing on the ankles, bring the feet a little bit closer. We're gonna lift ourselves on the tiptoes and then all the way back down. In case you need a balancing aid, feel free to use the wall or maybe a seat that's close to you. Whoops. Okay, let's go again. So breathing in as we go up and breathing out all the way down. Then breathing in as we go up and down. Good. This is similar to the ankle raises that we've been doing in our workouts. Only this time now they are slower, more intentional, and combined with our breathing. Okay, so let's come back to focusing on one leg, just like yesterday. So it's where we flex and plantar flex the foot. So you can switch them on the mat. This is good for practice for balance's sake. So heel flat, then flat on the mat, and then point your toes all the way. So you can unite this with your breathing. Okay, then just like in the previous class, we're gonna hold it extended and then slide our arm down behind the leg and all the way to the toes if possible, and then breathe in on the way up and then breathe out on the way down. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. You can slightly bend the knee of the left leg which is behind, but we're trying to keep the leg in front as straight as possible so we also get that nice hamstring stretch. There you go. Alright, for this next one, we're going to go all the way down and then we're going to hold it and do about 5 deep breaths in this position. So nice and deep, trying to do the chest to belly breathing, but really holding this position and feeling the stretch in the hamstring. Alright, last exhale here, then breathe in as you come up, and then let's go back to our starting position just trying to reunite ourselves with our breathing, and then trying to relax ourselves, trying to unclench any tense muscles that we have. And then let's now switch over to the other leg. So heel is down, and then to transition, foot flat on the mat, and then point your toes. Then down again, and up. So really try and flex your foot so that you get that nice stretch in your calves, or as the muscle is called, the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Alright, holding the leg extended, we're going to slide our hand behind the leg, keeping that knee straight, while bending the one at the back, the knee, just to have a soft knee, and then breathing in along the way up, then breathing out all the way down, feeling that nice stretch in your hamstrings. And up we go. Alright, you guessed it. So for this next one, we're going to hold it. So breathe out as you come all the way down. And then we're going to have some nice 5 deep breaths in this position. Trying to keep the leg straight so that you can get that nice hamstring stretch, but keeping the back leg bent as you breathe in and out. Alright, last exhale, and then breathe in as you come up. Then reset into the starting position. So this is the point in time where we're going to just take some bit of time and just relax after everything we have done. The good news is that it's finished. So take the time to breathe in and out. getting back our breathing in case you are already panting at this point in time. You can repeat the exercise we've been doing from the beginning, where we clench our muscles on the inhale and then release everything on the exhale. Again, the importance of this exercise is to feel how everything feels like when it is clenched, and then consciously unclenching and relaxing it. Take the time to also try and relax your mind in the process. You can picture your favorite food or your favorite color and then just hold that image in your mind as you keep doing the breathing. We'll do this for about 2 minutes and then we'll call it a day. If in case you still have a bit more time on your hands and you want to make it 5 minutes of conscious breathing and relaxation, feel free to do so. But otherwise, we are done for today's class. Thank you for joining me. Alright, I'll leave you with your 2 minutes to relax and breathe.